Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody. In the top right of the ring, in the red trunks, playing with the red Terran species, we have Turok. Give it up for Turok. And in the bottom left of the ring, playing with the blue trunks. He trains and trains, but he has no brains. He's Lord Tomicron. Welcome everybody, get hyped for another fantastic, wonderful StarCraft 2 match among two Terran players. TvT, Terran against Terran, the same race. Every unit counts, is a beautiful chess game. So, and immediately we have a comment from the direction. The direction says that, Lord Tomicron met Turok already 2 times on the ladder, and Turok is ahead 2-0. No! Turok defeated Tomicron twice. 2-0 for Turok. So, can Tomicron get a map from Turok, or will Tomicron crumble down under the pressure of being the underdog? This guy has beaten me 2 times. Can I beat him again? Be sure to stay tuned to find out. So, in the meanwhile, the scouting SCV for Tomicron is reaching the base of the opponent, Turok. And Turok throws in the face of Tomicron 2 barracks plus a depot. 2 barracks. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but 2 barracks is bigger than 1 barracks. So Tomicron has to be careful of the production that Turok can afford out of 2. 3 barracks now, so Turok is up opening 3 barracks, so 3 production facilities, and immediately the Marines, Space Mariners producing out of the barracks are piling up immediately. So on the other hand, Tomicron, how will he respond to this early attack? 1 barrack for Tomicron, 1 factory, 2 on gas, 2 on gas, so mild gas defense, and we'll see what Tomicron will do. In the meanwhile, 1 SCV is stuck and cannot enter the base. Now the SCV can enter the base. 1 Reaper out for Tomicron, and immediately Tomicron throws down a defensive bunker. So this should hold any early attacks from Turok. Now Turok collecting Marines, scouting a bit this side of the map about what's going on. Turok immediately a battle of Marines, immediately moving out to try to catch Tomicron off guard. Using the early production available from these 3 barracks. In the meanwhile, Turok in his main base, nothing special, taking now the first gas. So Turok will be behind in gas mining, but now action packing. So the 5 Marines, the 5 SWAT team, special troopers waiting for the 6th member, and then trying to launch an attack on Tomicron. Let's see. 7 Mariners on Turok already screaming inside the base of Tomicron. Let's see, can they steam the ramp? Can they attack the ramp of Tomicron? But Tomicron has a defensive bunker, and the entrance is closed. I'm sorry. And Mariners must fall down. A defensive mine can clear up all the Marines in one go. So Turok has to retreat with 5 Marines. One of them is very wounded, but no problem, because in the meanwhile Turok has a second base faster than Tomicron. Well, no, not faster. The second base is the same timing for both players, and Turok is even adding a tech lab to the a tech lab to the barracks, and the tech lab allows, of course, to research those fantastic upgrades that increase so much the value of your units. So, second base going up for Turok, the Special Assault Squad coming home with nothing done, and the factory already going up for Turok. Turok now has a small tech disadvantage because Tomicron has already a factory up and going, and even a starport. So Tomicron can immediately produce better tech units, a Raven, Spellcaster, being produced by Tomicron, a Cyclone, and we have 28 workers for Turok, 28 for Tomicron, perfect economic parity, little bit of tech disadvantage for Turok. Now 2 Reapers to explore are heading from Tomicron, they are heading the enemy base. Let's see what we can find. Reaper from Tomicron trying to scout anything. So there is a wall of barracks, so difficult to scout. Another Reaper checking whether Turok took the 3rd base. Starport for Turok in construction down. in construction now, some workers being transferred down, Tomicron taking the second base with interesting early gases, one Raven, one Cyclone for the early defense, and some Marines. Okay, the classic 1-1-1 build for Tomicron, producing now the second Raven plus a tank. On the other hand, we see 2 starports are ready for Turok, going from that Sky Terran style, and immediately saw the fusion core. Now, in the StarCraft world, the cold fusion has, of course, already been invented. Everybody is using it. So you see, you just need to build this building over here, which is called the fusion core, and you will get the most powerful and iconic units of the game, the Battlecruisers. In the meanwhile, tank being produced for Turok. On the other hand, Tomicron going for a second starport as well in an interesting 1-1-2 build, so 1 barracks, 1 factory and 2 starports out of Tomicron, and the first Viking. So Viking is a small jet fighter, good against battlecruisers, that Tomicron is producing. 2 Ravens for Tomicron, saturation of the second base almost complete. We have 44 workers Turok, 43 for Tomicron. Tomicron little bit of 1 worker design, and we see already the first battlecruiser, iconic unit being built by Turok. So Turing is saying, alright, so perhaps you defeated my early Marines, but now I'm going to hit you hard because I have the fusion core and you haven't. I'm upgrading the Yamato ability for the battlecruiser, and in less than the 20 seconds, the battlecruiser will pop up, very strong and iconic unit, difficult to counter. Defensive turrets being put down by Turok against the possible air attacks, and the third base. So Turok has an economic advantage because Turok has 3 bases now, third in construction. Meanwhile, Tomicron doesn't have the third bases, only 2 bases, and the first battlecruiser. You see how beautiful, how iconic. Battlecruisers are very strong because they can teleport around the map. They can, when they have the Yamato ability, they can one-shot tanks, one-shot Vikings, one-shot Cyclones, one-shot Ravens, one-shot of a lot of units of the enemy army. But Tomicron, wow, already an attack from Tomicron? No, will Turok see it? Turok actually sees it because of the sensor tower. So Turok is aware of this attack from Tomicron. Tomicron has 2 Ravens, 1 Cyclone, has 4 tanks and some Marines, but more importantly, 4 Vikings. So let's see. Tomicron closing in. Defensive tank shelling at Tomicron army, but the Ravens. Ravens have an interesting ability. Tomicron scans the defense. So, interference matrix, tank is disabled, Tomicron moves forward, and immediately the tank goes down for Turok. Tomicron winning the first early fight against the early extended defense of Turok. Tank sieging up. Tomicron takes a step, and the battlecruiser, 2 battlecruisers incoming, pay attention. Now, Turok is waiting, Tomicron bombarding the barracks, 1 tank from Turok closing in for the battlecruiser, very dangerous. What will Tomicron do? Yamato being cast, but the interference with from the Raiders, and 1 battlecruiser goes down immediately because the interference with disable of the battlecruisers, the workers of Turok, but the second battlecruiser also for immense loss for Turok. 2 battlecruisers going down to the interference matrix, but the third and the fourth battlecruisers being called into the battle. The Vikings from Tomicron have to retreat. Battlecruisers very good in big numbers, but not so good in small numbers. The Vikings, and another cast, interference meeting, disable the unit. 1 battlecruiser is not enough against 4 Vikings of Tomicron. All the workers get crashed down by the tanks. Can battlecruiser, Tomicron, producing streaming reinforcement all across. The battlecruiser falls! Another GG is called, and I've never seen such a sharp counter strategy from Tomicron. Artosis, very impressive match. So Tomicron knew that the opponent would go mass battlecruisers. Battlecruisers very good in big numbers, but Tomicron has the perfect counter strategy. While Turok was waiting to settle the third base and produce a lot of battlecruisers, because a lot of battlecruisers are invincible, Tomicron had a window of opportunity to do damage, and with this 1-1-2 build, Tomicron took the opportunity. Amazing. Even a comment from Turok. Wow, a complaint. Ravens Imba. The Ravens here are the units from Tomicron that casted all those interference matrices blocking the battlecruisers from fighting while there were shots from the small jet fighters, the Vikings. Sorry, I was watching Netflix the whole time, so Tomicron a bit of a banter to the opponent about how easy was the defeat. So if you are Gold League or Plat League players who struggle against mass battle cruisers, well, here is one answer, because mass battle cruisers is very strong, but you have to reach mass battle cruisers, and before your opponent reaches those 4-star ports 20 battle cruisers, you can just do the quick to base 1-1-2 attack and stream all of your reinforcements to the other side of the map, and you will always have more Viking. You can produce 6 Viking a minute, and your opponent only 2 battle cruisers a minute. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to smile, and see you for the next time. Adios.